Welcome back to another Epi Boys.
It's the Houston Hockey live broadcast game between the Hawks and the Bartlett Bears. I'm joined here by my color guy, Connor Boitzy, with me today. Here from beautiful downtown Wasilla, Alaska at the Curtis Menard Sports Center. Boitzy, you were there, or you weren't there, you were watching. Game and Homer against the Bears. This is the second meetup of the Hawks and the Bears this year. The Hawks won 4-2 last time with an empty net goal. Boitz, what are you looking to see from them out there today?
A lot of hustle, a lot of making good plays, making sure that we put the puck in the back of the net.
All right, so I had a chance to interview Ryder Donnelly earlier today before the game. It's his first game dressing up for varsity. So let's take a look at that really quick.
Here with Ryder Donnelly, he's suiting up for his first varsity game today. Ryder, what's it like to be able to put on the pads, go out there with the varsity guys?
It feels pretty good to know that that the coach thinks I'm able to keep up with them.
So what do you think we need to do to get the win over Bartlett today?
Just do what we do in our drills, look up and make passes good.
All right, thanks Ryder, good luck today.
Thank you.
So that was Ryder Donnelly for the Hawks. He's playing defense today. It leads us into our 3 key points for the game, presented to you by Ace Waterwells. Key point number 1 is going to be applying constant pressure. Bartlett has a lot shorter bench. Hawks have some more talent. It's going to be key to make sure they're not leaving the Bartlett zone today, right, Boyds?
Yeah.
Key point number 2 is going to be converting on the power play. Hawks did all right. Had a little bit of trouble last game against Wasilla, setting it up, really getting some quality shots. So it's going to be big today, making sure that they are setting it up good. They're making sure they're staying nice and crisp, getting quality shots on net. And then key point number 3 is going to be crisp passing, especially out of the zone and through the neutral zone. Hawks need to get it out there, hit their guys tape to tape, make sure that they're not making any bad turnovers in the neutral zone, because that's how Bartlett gets a lot of their chances, are those turnovers start going the other way. We're about 10 minutes away from the start of game time, so don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups and then, of course, the drop of the puck for the first period. It's the Houston Hockey live broadcast game between the Hawks and the Bartlett Bears.
From an airplane to see if I can You walk alone every night in the dark, looking for every trace to your heart. Wanna find where you were, who you are tonight. I'm stranded in a world full of dreams, out of time, out of luck, out of reach. See the light shining in from your eyes tonight. The storm is coming now, I'm your place to hide. I see you drowning out, running for your life. We can slip away into the dark. Follow me, when there is no way White diamonds from the love to your soul. I'm the one you can be calling home. Open door, feel the rush when you fade away. Fly away, ricochet off the ground. Find a place where you're safe in the cloud. When you're lost, I'm the light, here to guide the way. The storm is coming now, I'm your place to hide. I see you drowning out, running for your life. We can slip away into the dark. Follow me, when there is no way walk alone every night in the dark, looking for every trace to your heart. Wanna find where you were, who you are tonight. The storm is coming down, I'm your place to hide. I see you drowning out, running for your life. We can slip away into the dark. Follow me, when there is no way out. The storm is coming now, I'm your place to hide. I see you drowning out, running for your life. We can slip away into the dark. Follow me, when there is no way out. I tried my best just to get away, but you pulled me closer. You're something wild I can never tame, and you're taking over. All my thoughts and the words I say never seem to matter. You're the drug running through my veins, and the crash right after. And the crash right after. You're the drug running through my veins, and the crash right after. You're the drug running through my veins, and the crash right after. Never thought I would be okay when the pain took over. A disease moving through my brain makes my vision slower. Try and run, but I can't escape as my whole world shattered. You're the drug running through my veins and the crash right.
Welcome back to the Houston iHockey live broadcast game between the Hawks and the Bears. Starting lineups for today for Bartlett, starting at forward, number 5, Mark Abrigo. At defense, number 7, Anthony Chaytoff. At defense, number 8, Bradley Mackin. At forward, number 13, Andrew Vandeboss. At forward, number 19, Matthew Vandeboss. And starting in net tonight for the Bartlett Bears is number 34, Hayden LaFlame. And for the Hawks, starting on forward is number 6, Blake Rogers. Wearing number 23, Isaiah Squires. Number 19, Rhea Stiers. On defense, number 44, JP Nix. On forward, number 59, Reed Humphreys. And starting in net tonight for the Hawks is number 29, Josh Smolden. So the guy to watch tonight, I think, Boyts, is going to be number 8, Bradley Mackin of Bartlett. He was their superstar last time they played. Big defensive presence out there for the Bears. For the Hawks, they're missing 3 players, Shivers and Zweifel, both out with injuries, as well as Gillespie being sick and also Bollinger sick, and Riley Scott's taking finals. So a bit of a shorter bench for the Hawks. They've had to throw in some of their younger guys. Scott might be joining the game later. For now, Isaiah Squires is out to take the face-off against Andrew Vandeboss with Stiers and Rogers on the wings. Squires wins it to the side. Rogers is there, gets the stick lift and chips it to Squires. Squires dumps it down into Bartlett's zone. In the corner now is Chaytoff. Gets it past Squires. Now Rogers uses the skate to poke it back in. Chipped up the board. Squires on the hash. He's fighting Abrigo for it. Gets it up to JP Nix. Nix fires a shot on that goes into the defense and it's knocked away. Passed up by Bartlett, dumped in by Vandeboss. Goes behind the Houston net. JP Nix in the far corner to play it. Pins Abrigo to the boards and gives it to Squires. Squires loses it behind the net. Now Matthew Vandeboss tries to chip it out, stopped by the defense. Passed out to Rhea Stiers on the hash. Kept in by Chaytoff. Back behind the net now. There's JP Nix. He picks it up, wheels it to the near side. Nix passes up to Stiers. Stiers chips it out, now gives it to Squires. Squires at the red, dumps it into the zone as the Hawks get a change. Second line now out there. Ottengana, Kingery, and Joe Mack. And Bartlett carries it up and dumps it into the zone. Nix dumps it out to the neutral zone. Kingery fighting for it up against the boards. Pass back to Ottengana. Ottengana leaves it for Humphreys. Now Humphreys passes up to Joe Mack. Mack dumps it down into the zone. Ottengana on the forecheck. Ottengana fighting against Mackin. He wins the battle behind the net. Tries to carry it to the near side. Ends up with the puck. He's got it there. Pass to the middle. Goes through Joe Mack's stick. On the top of the circle is Mack. He fires one on net. And LaFlame is there to make the save. 13:35 remaining in the first period. Pretty strong start for the Hawks.
Oh yeah. Also, I noticed that JP's back on defense as he was a forward back in the Big Lake tournament. So they must have gotten more forwards.
Yeah, I think he's replacing Noah Gillespie, who's out sick today, so they moved Nix back to defense. Won by the Hawks, it gets up to Humphreys on the point. Humphreys whiffs on a shot, has to dump it back in. Behind the net is Kingery. Kingery on the near corner now, wheels it out of to the middle, right to Joe Mack off his stick. Dumped back by Bartlett. Picked up now, sent out of the zone, off of Wilson. Wilson on the blue line, passes across. Through the legs, and now into the zone. Beals dumps it in. Goes behind the net. Reed Humphreys is there. He knocks his man off the puck. Still ends up in the corner. Humphreys fighting for it. Goes past Beals. Hayden Shivers picks it up. Passes it out to Ottengana. Up at Bartlett. Now it shoots off to the side. They shoot and they score. Smolden let up a rebound. Thought he had it. Goes to the opposite side. And Bartlett is there to finish. I don't know, boys. Did you get a number on that goal?
No, I did not.
Sure, we'll hear it in a second. So Hawks go off to an early deficit here in the first. 12:56 remaining. Squires, Stiers, and Rogers out there for the Hawks now. Vandeboss loses it to Squires. Squires picks it up, chips it down into the zone. Near side corner is Squires. Holds it in the corner. Now a guy loses his footing. Squires on the far side tries to stuff it, knocked away by the defense. Still in the corner, Squires fighting for it. Wheels it up to the near side. Passed out to JP Nix. Nix on the point. Back down to Squires. Squires back up to Nix. Nix has got it. He fires a shot on net that's knocked away by LaFlame. Passed up by Bartlett into the legs of Humphreys. Humphreys dumps it back in. Now Bartlett has it. Passed up to Beals. Beals with the puck across to Mackin. Mackin steps down into the zone. Wheels around JP Nix. Fires a shot on net that Smolden knocks away. Nix passes up. Stopped on the point, now chipped out by Kingery. Kingery with the puck. He's got some speed. He overskates it. He's forced to dump it in. Hawk did a line change now. Picked up behind the net by Cheatov. He's got it on the far corner. Loses it. Now Kingery's going for it. Gets it up to Humphreys. Humphreys fires a shot that's deflected away. Up to the far point. Mack is there to stop it. He passes down to Ottengana. Ottengana dumps it into the zone. Kingery behind the net on the near side now. Passes up to Reed Humphreys. Humphreys on the point. He fires one that's deflected up and over the net. Ottengana on the far side to pick it up. He's got it on his stick. He passes up to JP Nix. Nix fires a shot. And LaFlame is there to make the glove save. And other than that brief lapse, the Hawks are playing a pretty strong game right now. It hasn't been in their zone too much. They're doing a good job keeping it down in the offensive zone. Kingery's taking the face off for first line. It goes back into the corner. Mackin's there. He dumps it out. Nix stops it in the neutral zone, dumps it back in. Now the Hawks will clear and go back on the attack. Loses his footing a bit. Now Kingery almost pokes it away from Abigo, but he dumps it out to the neutral zone. Andrew Vandenbos passes up to Matthew Vandenbos. Hayden Shivers is there to try to knock it away. It's dumped into the zone. Ottengana picks it up. Ottengana passes to the middle to Kingery. Kingery off the boards to Mack. Mack carries it through the neutral zone. At the red. Wheels past Abigo, but gets tied up on the blue line. Goes into the zone as it's flipped out to Andrew Vandenbos. Vandenbos on the red, carries it in, fires a shot that's knocked away by Smolden. Nix in the far side corner, on the hash, tries to pass it out, doesn't quite make it. Now Vandenbos has it right in the center, tries a center that's off the skates. Picked up by Cheikov, knocked into the near corner. Squires is there to try to win the puck. He gets it behind the net. Picks it up now, skating up the far side. Chips it to Rogers. Rogers back up to Squires. Squires moves into the zone, but it's off his stick. Dump back to Hayden Shivers. Shivers off the boards to Stiers. Stiers tries to chip it in, but it's stopped by Mackin. Mackin steps into the blue line. He fires a shot that's over the net. Andrew Vandenbos on the far side jumps over his stick to Stiers. Stiers up into Squires to Humphreys. Humphreys in the middle. He's got some room now. Steps to the middle. He has a chance for a shot, but it's deflected away by the defense. Now it goes to the near corner. Humphreys knocks it away from Cheatov, back to Kai Kingery. Kingery on the blue line, passes across. Rogers misses it, it's dumped in by Bartlett. Goes behind the net now. Caitlin Norton's out there with Humphreys. Beals wins the battle to the puck and centers, off of Rogers' skates. Now Kingery has it on the blue, he carries it up past the red. Dumps it into the zone on LaFlame. It goes off his skates and just misses hitting into the back of the net. That was almost a goal 5-hole from Kingery from the blue line. Now Bartlett has it, they send it all the way down for an icing. I don't know about you boys. It definitely looks like the Hawks are outworking Bartlett here.
Oh yeah, and that shot looked like a goal from here, but it apparently bounced off the skate.
Yeah, bounced off the skate, just left on the near side. Dangerous play for Bartlett. Kingery to take the face off. He's taking it against Andrew Vandenbos. Wins it to the side. There's Joe Mack with it. Centers it off the skates to Kingery in the middle. Kingery steps in, passes to Ottengana, but it's knocked away from him. Back down the ice. Humphreys is going to be the first person there. Forechecking is Wilson. Now Humphreys passes up to Ottengana. Gets to the neutral zone, but stopped by Vandenbos. Dumped back in. Back behind the net. Norton is there. She picks it up. Tries to kick it to the near side. Gets it up to Ottengana. Ottengana in the corner. Passes over to the far side. Picked up by Joe Mack. Goes through his stick. Now Mackin will recollect in the neutral zone. Mackin has it across to Abrigo. Passed up into the zone. Reed Humphreys is there. Humphreys picks it up. Now he carries it into the neutral zone. Humphreys chips it past. Now he chips it past Abrigo and steps into Bartlett's zone. Deep in the corner with it. He's got Kingery right in front. Humphreys behind the net. Wheels around for some time. Steps up to the top of the circle. Still's got the puck. To the slot. Fires a shot. That goes wide. Humphreys gets a chip past him. Now Bartlett's going the other way. Tries to step through Rhea Stiers, but she knocks him off the puck. Kingery has it on his own blue. Wheels around Andrew Vandenbos. Now passes out to Joe Mack. Mack on the red. Picks it up and dumps it down into the zone. He's leveled there by Richard Abrigo, but it's on net, and now LaFlame will freeze it for a stoppage. 8:37 remaining in the first. Time to mention some of our sponsors. That's Ace Water Wells and Snowfire Gardens. If you're interested in sponsoring the broadcast, email us at houstonhawkhockey@gmail.com or see Lisa Humphreys or Isaac Smolden for more details. Squires to take the face-off. He wins it to Stiers. Knocked past her. Now it's out of the zone. Chipped across to Abergo. He's coming in on JP Nix. Squires with the back check. Forces him to knock it away. Now Smolden lets it trickle off into the near corner. Poked up to Rhea Stiers. Stiers with the puck. Passes to Rogers. Rogers is moving across the red. He's got some speed. He's got Squires back door. Rogers to the center. He fires a shot that's knocked away by LaFlame. Rogers still fighting for it on the hash. Knocks it into the corner. Squires is there. He picks it up. Still has it behind the net in his skates. Rogers and Squires fighting for it. Picked up by Mackin and passed out to Abergo. He's got it in the neutral ice. Chips it up to Matthew Vandenbos. Vandenbos steps across the blue. Hayden Shivers is there. Matthew Vandenbos carries it into the near corner. Centered, but knocked away by Squires. Now Squires carries it up the ice. Passes to Rogers through his legs. Now Rogers picks it up and tries to center. Gets back to Bradley Mackin, who passes up the ice. Matthew Vandenbos has it on the bread. He's leveled by Kingery. Now it's dumped behind the net. JP Nix on the far corner. He's got it and leaves it back on the near side. Kingery's fighting for it with Vandenbos. Knocks Vandenbos into the board, but it squirts out to Andrew Vandenbos in the center. He fires one on Smolden. Now Smolden's on the ice, but he knocked it away to the far side. Chipped up. Dumped back by Bartlett. They fire a shot. Now it's up and over the net. Behind the net, Ottengana fighting for it. Chipped to the middle. There's no one there except Andrew Vandenbos, who fires a shot that's knocked away by the defense. Out to Bradley Matten. Mackin to Cheatov, who picks it up and passes down into the zone. JP Nix is there on the far side corner. Picks it up, passes over to Ottengana. Ottengana in his skates up to Kingery. Now Kingery has it in the skates. Tries to poke it past Mackin, but Mackin picks it up, sends it back to the neutral zone. Aber goes there, whiffs on a dump. It goes to JP Nix. Nix passes up to Ottengana. Ottengana's got some space. He wheels into the zone, dumps it down, and gets a change. Squires now out there for the Hawks as the puck goes behind the net. Picked up by Mackin. Mackin up the near side. Passes up to Beals. Back to Mackin. Mackin through Blake Rogers. He carries it into the zone. He's got some room. He fires a shot, and Smolden makes the save. Now Smolden will freeze it right in front for a stoppage in play. Hawks kind of slacked off those last 2 minutes. Bartlett had a lot more chances. Squires taking the face-off still for the Hawks in his own zone. 6:38 remaining in the first. Bartlett wins it back. Pass across to Mackin. He fires a shot, but it's off as Rhea Stiers skates and in the far corner. Passed up to Rogers. Back to Squires. Squires tries to chip it out. Doesn't quite make it. Dumped back on net. Behind the net is Humphreys. Humphreys picks it up. Chips it over to Rhea Stiers. Stiers on the hash. Tries to chip it out. Doesn't quite make it. Now Humphreys has it. Humphreys into the neutral zone. Carries it down the ice on the far side. He fires a slap shot that's on LaFlame. Now Rogers ends up in front. He tries to fire a shot, but LaFlame makes the save. Rogers got a little more of a piece of that. He's going to end up making that shot, getting that goal. .6:12 remaining in the period. One back to Rhea Stiers. Picked up by Isaiah Squires and dumped out wide of the net. Hawks still have it in the zone. Passed out down the ice. No icing on the play. Smolden elects to stay in his net, leaves it for Humphreys. Humphreys picks it up. He's tripped up on the play. We're going to have a penalty. Wilson's there. Hawks still maintain the puck. Now Bartlett has it on the hash marks. They're fighting for it. Eventually play is stopped, and we're going to have a penalty against Owen Wilson for a trip. So face-off will be in the offensive zone for the Hawks. Riley Scott now out there for the Hawks, getting off of his college final, and he wins the face-off to the side. Hayden Shivers gets past him. It's dumped out. Now they've got it. Ottengana across to Humphreys on the blue. Humphreys picks it up. Passes up to Scott. Scott loses off his stick, but now it's in his skates. Gets it to Hayden Shivers. Hayden Shivers across to Ottengana. Ottengana fires a shot that gets deflected up and over the net. 1:42 remaining in the power play for the Hawks. Have another offensive zone face-off. Riley Scott taking it. Goes through his legs. Now it's chipped across and down the ice as Bartlett manages to ice the puck. Goes back to Smolden. Smolden's there. He leaves it for Humphreys. Humphreys picks it up, starts the rush the other way. Wheels past Beals. Now he's got it at the red. Gets past Vandenbos. Humphreys to the middle. He fires a shot that's deflected away from the net. Riley Scott's there now. He's got it on his stick, but he loses it to Andrew Vandenbos, who sends it down the ice. Hawks need to set it up here. They've got 1:10 left in the power play. Picked up by Humphreys. Humphreys passes over to Ottengana. He loses it off the stick. Gets back to Mackin. Mackin dumps it, but Humphreys picks it up on the red. Tries to step in, but it's deflected away. Less than a minute now remaining in the power play. Humphreys is there to pick it up. He's got it. Passes over to Ottengana, but it's through his stick. Picked up by Hayden Shivers. Leaves it back for Ottengana. Ottengana steps across the blue. Into the zone. He's got it at the hash marks. Now he passes up to Hayden Shivers. Shivers back to Ottengana. Ottengana centers it right in front, but it goes past Squires' stick. Passed up to JP Nix on the point. It gets past him into the neutral zone. Nix on the blue. Picks it up, passes over to Ottengana. Ottengana goes through him back to Mackin. Mackin picks it up, but it's poked away by Hayden Shivers into the corner. Chayatov's there. He picks it up on the near side. Tries to pass it up. Ends up with it in his skates, but now it's picked off by Rogers. Back to Nix. Nix gets it past him. Now Stiers picks it up. 11 seconds remaining in the Houston Hawks power play. Hayden Shivers picks it up. Passes over to JP Nix. Nix up to Shivers. Shivers dumps it in. Wide of the net. Mackin will pick it up. Now the Bears are full strength. Passes back behind the net to Chayatov. On the near side, Rogers fighting forward in the corner. Gets out into the neutral zone, but it's stopped by Squires and dumped back in. Hawks get a change as Chayatov picks it up behind his net. With the puck in the neutral zone, poked away by Scott. Now it's up the far side. It's Mackin with the puck. He loses it at the blue. Humphreys picks it up, poked away by Mackin. Into the far corner. Mackin centers through the skates. Up to Vandenbos on the point. Just keeps it in. Kingery fighting for it. Gets past him to Nix. Nix passes behind the net. Ottengana's there. Gets it past the forward, but now Mackin picks it up on the point. Dumped in. In front and poked away. Picked up by Chayatov. Fired in on net, and Smolden makes the glove save to freeze play. 3 minutes left in the first. Hawks trailing by 1. Now there's Riley Scott, Ottengana, and Kingery out there. First line we saw for the Big Lake tournament. They've got Norton and Humphreys on D. One back to Humphreys. Humphreys behind the net, passes around to Ottengana. Gets past him up to the blue. Mackin fires it on net. Smolden will freeze it there for a stoppage. 2:51 now remaining in the first period. Face off on the opposite side of the Hawks offensive zone now. Scott taking it against Andrew Vandenbos. Scott loses it back. Chayatov across on the point to Mackin, who dumps it in. Norton's there. Pokes it up past Matthew Vandenbos. Now it's in the skates. Kingery comes in to help. Picked up by Riley Scott over to Kingery. Still in the near side corner. Norton up to Kingery. Now Kingery has it on the hash. Passes up, but it's off a skate right in front to Abergo. He fires one that's wide of the net. Humphreys in the far corner. Chips it up to Ottengana. In his skates now. Stopped by Vandenbos. Humphreys on the far corner. Passes around. Kingery's coming up the boards. Goes just past him and down the ice. And we're going to have an icing on the play. 2:17 remaining in the first period. Hawks with another D-zone face-off. Isaiah Squires taking the face-off for the Hawks now. He's got Rogers and Stiers with him, taking the face-off against Vandenbos. Bartlett wins it back. Rogers stops it, sends it to the neutral zone. Picked up by Mackin. Mackin passes across to Andrew Vandenbos. Now Vandenbos carries into the zone past Nix. In the near corner is Rogers, centered right in front, but it goes wide of the net. Vandenbos in the corner up to Chayatov, off the skates. Rogers has it now, tries to send it out to the near side. No Hawks player has it. It's dumped back in by Bartlett. Behind the net is Hayden Shivers. Shivers over and across, but it's up to Mackin on the point. Mackin carries it to the center. He fires a shot that's wide of the net. Andrew Vandenbos on the far corner, centers off a skate. Goes up into the neutral zone past Mackin. Now it's picked up on the red line. Mackin with the puck. Skates it to the middle. No Hawk skater challenging him. He's got a wide open shot. Now it's off of Hayden Shivers' skates. Squires tries to carry it to the middle. Doesn't quite make it. Rogers picks it up, carries it to the neutral zone. Across to Stiers. She misses it. Gets past to Chayatov. Chayatov across to Mackin. Mackin picks it up to Wilson. Wilson passes into the zone. Picked up by Hayden Shivers. Shivers wheels around. Comes up the near side with it. Into the neutral zone. He's got some space. He steps across the red. Into the zone now. Tries to carry it past. Doesn't quite make it. Pokes it into the zone for Otengana. Otengana picks it up on the far corner. Dumps it around. Now it's coming up the near side boards. And poked out by Beals to JP Nix. Nix on the red. Dumps it in off a body. Now Nix picks it back up. Passes out. Stopped by Chayatov. Carried the other way. Chayatov in the neutral zone. Back to Hayden Shivers. Shivers sends it all the way down the ice for an icing. We'll have a stoppage in play. Defensive zone face-off for the Hawks. Kingery, Scott, and Otengana out there. Scott taking the face-off against Vandenbos. Scott ties his man up. It goes to the middle. Vandenbos has a chance for a shot. He fires it and scores. Bartlett goes up by 2. Just 42 seconds remaining in the first period. Center zone face-off now. Scott, Otengana, and Kingery out there. Andrew Vandenbos still taking the face-off for Bartlett. Scott wins it back to Reed Humphreys. Humphreys picks it up in the neutral zone. Through the red line, poked away by Abrego. Abrego carries it back into the zone. Picked up by Humphreys. Humphreys up to Kingery. Kingery in the neutral zone. Carries it up the ice. Dumps it in past Abrego. In the corner is Humphreys. He picks it up behind the net. Centers it right to Kingery. Kingery fires one. Knocked away. Now Otengana shoots. It's right in front of the net. They can't finish. Now Bartlett has it in front and pokes it away. We're having a penalty on Bartlett. A flurry of shots in front of the net. Hawks can't find a way to beat LaFlame. They will go on the power play, though. Richard Abrego is going to go to the box for interference. Had a hit in front of the net on someone who did not have the puck with 16.3 seconds left. Hawks will have a 2-minute power play. Down by 2 here in the first period. Squires taking the face-off for the Hawks. Loses it to Mackin. Mackin sends it down the ice. Behind the net, Smolden pokes it up to Norton. 7 seconds remaining. Hawks don't have enough time for a rush. Now it's poked in front of the net by Vandenbos. He passes up to Abrego. Abrego fires a shot that's knocked away. We'll have a stoppage. Hawks struggle in the first period here. They'll go down by 2 into the second. They will have a power play. 1:43 left in that when we come back. Your first intermission stats, and then the drop of the puck for the second when we come back. It's the Houston iHockey live broadcast. Hawks 0, Bears 2.
If I were on my own, I'd try to put my finger on the moment we went wrong. But the taste turned bitter, so I pulled the trigger. Not so easy to move on. I guess I should have known. Ice cold, I freeze up when I see ya. Left you just to find out that I need ya. So far, I wanna pull you closer. I wish we could start the whole thing over. Ever since I left you, I've been trying to get you back, and it keeps getting worse. I'm burning on the inside, and the truth is that I didn't know how good you were until you were gone, 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 until you
Oh, don't say anything. I'm just testing things.
I was always told that only time would heal the pain. Yet even though it's been so long, it still hurts just the same. Yet now I'm finding that the break was binding. I take back
back to the Houston High Hockey Live broadcast game between the Hawks and the Bartlett Golden Bears. Let's look at our first period stats. Bartlett had 11 shots on net. Smolden made 9 saves for the Hawks. They also had 11 shots on net, but LaFlame has made all 11 saves for the Bears. A really great performance from him so far. A little bit shaky early, but he's come up big when he needs to. Bears had 2 goals that period. Hawks had none. Bears had a goal at 12:56 into the period. That was number 37, Owen Wilson, with an assist from number 22, Richard Abergo. And then in the second goal for the Bears, Andrew Vandenbos scored an unassisted goal as it bounced off the skate of one of Houston's defenders right into the slot. Vandenbos puts it away to put the Bears up by 2. 2 penalties in the period, both on the Bears. One for tripping on Wilson, one for interference on Richard Abergo. We'll be seeing a good portion of that penalty coming up here in the second period. Boydsie, what did you think of that first period performance from the Hawks?
It wasn't like our full potential. It wasn't as good as what we should be playing at.
Yeah, I completely agree. Hawks come out with a bit of a strong start, even though they let up that goal early. They keep it down in Bartlett's zone the first half of the period, really. I don't know if you noticed, the second half of the period, though, you know, it really looked like they slowed down. They couldn't clear the zone. They were icing the puck. They were throwing it out. It just wasn't, it didn't look like good hockey.
No, it really didn't. We were really, tired. I think Coach is going to give them a stern talking to and try and hype them up a little bit and scare them.
Hawks are missing a lot of their pieces tonight. They, of course, have Shivers and Zweifel out with injuries right now. Gillespie and Bollinger are both sick. They're playing four of their, top varsity guys down right now. And that's hurting them a little bit, but, they were definitely competing. They were dominating the game early. It just came down to, not enough heart late in the first period. I think they weren't skating up with the puck and dumping it in. They were just throwing it. They were throwing it to the neutral zone. Bartlett's guys are going to pick that up. They're going to capitalize on the chances you give them. You got to cut that out. You got to come out strong here in the second period, establish a presence, tie the game back up, and get back in control. So we're about 10 minutes away from the drop of the puck here in the second, so don't go anywhere. It's the Houston High Hockey Live broadcast, game between the Hawks and the Golden Bears.
Got the pressure beat just like you know I would. Yeah, I'm feeling good, oh, like you know I should. Got the pressure beat, yeah. Back and forth again with my remembering. Tell me who or what, why and when. Coming back this time, I gotta know the right. And I feel it quit, never gonna take what's mine. Feeling good, oh, like you know I should. Got the pressure beat, just like you know I would. Yeah, I'm feeling good, oh, like you know I should. Got the pressure beat, yeah. Back and forth again with my remembering. But that's losers go, money will make amends. But I'm here to say I got a better way. And all that brings me down with how I feel today. Feeling good, oh, like you know I should. Got the pressure beat, just like you know I would. Yeah, I'm feeling good, oh, like you know I should. Got the pressure beat, yeah. And there's a ghost living in my head, and there's a hope
that they make was once a happy child. Did you know we won't go without a fight? They said that you'd be nothing, they said these dreams will die, but I stood strong and worked too hard to keep this hope alive. Here we go, I'ma write my name in light. And it goes on and on and on and on, and it goes on and on and on and on, and it goes on and on and on and on, and it goes on and on and on and on. And there's a ghost living in my head, and there's a hope burning in my bed. I'm young and wild, I'm young and wild. And there's a ghost living in my head, and there's a hope burning in my bed. I'm young and wild, I'm young and wild. When I go out, you never know. When I go out, you never know. I can feel the mountains burning inside. When I go out, you never know. When I go out, you never know. I can feel the mountains burning inside. And there's a ghost living in my head, and there's a hope burning in my bed. I'm young and wild, I'm young and wild. And there's a ghost living in my head, and there's a hope burning in my bed. I'm young and wild, 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 I'm young and wild.
You walk alone every night in the dark, looking for every trace to your heart. Wanna find where you were, who you are tonight. I'm stranded in a world full of dreams, out of time, out of luck, out of reach. See the light shining in from your eyes tonight. The storm is coming now, I'm your place to hide. I see you drowning out, running for your life. We can slip away into the dark. Follow me, when there is no way White diamonds from the love to your soul. I'm the one you can be calling home. Open door, feel the rush when you fade away. Fly away, ricochet off the ground. Find a place where you're safe in the cloud. When you're lost, I'm the light here to guide the way. The storm is coming now, I'm your place to hide. I see you drowning out, running for your life. We can slip away into the dark. Follow me, when there is
Welcome back to the Houston Night Hockey Live broadcast, game between the Hawks and the Golden Bears. Boys, what did you see, earlier in the second period that the Hawks lose this game? Earlier in the first, I should say.
Well, we should definitely change how we're thinking in offense. We need to definitely accept passes and make passes happen.
Hawks struggling a bit in the first. They'll have to try to turn it around here in the second, claw their way back into this one. We got 1:43 of the power play left here to start the second. They've got Riley Scott out on the ice now. So hopefully, you know, they come up, they're able to turn it around here early on in the second period. We saw them do a similar thing against Lathrop earlier in the season. Came out against a 2-0 deficit and, you know, clawed their way back into the game. So they definitely can do it. We'll see if they're able to. Lance Dickey, head referee, blows his whistle and begins to stride around the ice for the drop of the puck.
I think he might need a lower.
Getting ready for the drop of the faceoff now. Squires, Plum, and Rogers out there with Humphries and Norton on defense. Andrew Vandenbosch takes the faceoff to the Bears. One back by Squires, and Norton has it on the blue. He picks it up, passes over to Humphries. Humphries picks up the puck, now passes out to Squires. Squires to the middle to Rogers. Rogers picks it up now across the blue. Into the zone, moves it back for Squires. Knocked off his stick and now sent down the ice. Smolden out to play the puck. Leaves it for Humphries. Humphries picks it up now. Wheels behind the net. Humphries moving up the ice. Has it on the blue. Passes up, but it's blue plumbing down the ice. Icing's waved off as it goes behind the net. Rogers beats Sheepdogs to the puck. Now Humphries pokes it away. Humphries has it on the hash. He picks it up. At the top of the circle, dumps it back down for Rogers. Rogers loses it behind the net. He's going against Sheepdogs on the far side. Pass up to Norton. Norton dumps it back in. Goes behind the net. Squires is there, but Mackin picks it up and sends it down the ice. 52 seconds remaining in the power play for the Hawks as Humphries picks it up behind his own net. Up the far side, pass up to Rogers. Off his skates and it bounces up into the neutral zone. Rogers picks it back up and he steps through Vandenbosch. Rogers dumps it in. Off of Mackin's skate. Now Mackin picks it up, sends it down the ice. 35 seconds remaining in the Hawks power play. Now Riley Scott picks it up behind his own net to try to start the rush. Hawks have just enough time to set it up and maybe get a couple shots. Now Scott passes right to Vandenbosch and it's intercepted. Vandenbosch down to the Hawks zone. Chips it to the middle but knocked away by Scott on the back check. Humphrey picks it up in his own zone. Got it on the blue. Now he moves up across the red. Fires it down into the zone. Kingery is there to pick the puck up. Passes to the middle off a stick. Now Ottengana has it. Passes across but it goes past Scott into the far corner. Dumped around the near side. On the point is Nix. Nix picks it up, dumps it back in. Mackin recollects and now it's going the other way. They've got out to go out of the box. Mackin steps into the zone. Knocked away by Humphries. Back in front, and now it's right in front. Now it's fired on Smolden. Smolden has to make a save. Bounced off the boards right in front of the net. And Smolden had to make a stop from Mackin, who was crashing hard. Points, do me a favor, don't eat a muffin when you've got a headset on. Otherwise, I can hear you smacking in the headphones. 13:03 remaining in the second period. Bartlett wins the faceoff. Back and dumps it in on net. Hayden Shivers has it, passes it up the far side boards. Dump back in, goes behind the net. JP mixed on the near side now to try to dig it out. Passes up, it's to Ottengana. Ottengana carries it, leaves it on the blue. Up to Mackin. Mackin carries it up and fires it in on net. Smolden with the save, leaves it for Hayden Shivers. Shivers behind the net, passes over. Picked up on the hash by Ottengana. He loses it back, and now Shivers will recollect behind the net. Up the far side now. Plum with a nice one, or Kingery with a nice touch. Up to JP Nix. Nix up to Ottengana. Off his stick and down the ice. No icing. He touched up just past the red. Goes behind the net now. Kingery fighting Mackin for the puck. Behind the net. Goes right in front to Isaiah Squires. Now Kingery has it in front. They score! By Kingery. Hawks desperately need that goal. As Kingery fires it in backhand, right in front from the slot. So the Hawks now get the lead down to 1 with 12:16 remaining in the second period. Squires taking the face off against Andrew Vandenbosch. Squires wins it back to Humphries. Humphries picks it up on the blue. Chips it up into the skate of Beals. Now Rogers is fighting with Beals on the blue. Gets back to Reed Humphries. Humphries steps into the zone with the puck. He has it on top of the circle, but it's knocked away by Vandenbosch. Chipped out to the neutral zone. Norton picks it up, dumps it in. Beals is now there. He chips it up, but it's stopped by Plum. Plum goes into the zone for the Hawks. Gets up.
Squires fighting for it in the skates. Back to Mackin. Mackin passes up the far side. Van den Bosch racing for it with Humphreys as it goes all the way down the ice. And now we're going to have an icing. No one is able to touch it up. Bit of a stronger start for the Hawks. What do you say, Boydski?
Oh yeah, that was a good goal by Kai. It was wide open. No one was there. Goalie was down. Perfect goal.
Squires taking the face off in the offensive zone. He's got Plum and Rogers with him. Pokes through his skates. Plum keeps it in for the Hawks off a nice play. Now Squires picks it up. Tries to dump it in. Stopped by Abergo. Dumped out to Norton. Norton has it on the red. Chips it past to Rogers. Rogers in his skates. Across. Plum on the far side. Plum. Stick is lifted. Now jumps back to Mackin. Mackin leaves it up for Wilson. Wilson on the half. Knocked into the boards by Squires. Humphreys picks it up and steps to the middle. He's got it in the corner. Mackin's trying to chip it away from him. It goes to the far side. Plum with the puck. Dumps it back behind the net. Van den Bosch picks it up. Moves to the near side. Van den Bosch up to Wilson. Wilson just misses it. That'll be another ice game. This is what the Hawks want to see. It's what Bartlett was getting away with last period. Hawks just throwing it down the ice for defensive zone faceoffs. So if the Hawks can keep up this pressure, force Bartlett to keep icing the puck, they're going to get the better of them and pop a few more goals this period. Riley Scott taking the face-off against Van den Bosch. Scott loses it back to Mackin. Mackin picks it up, chips it out to Abergo. Abergo to the middle, up to Matthew Van den Bosch. Now poked away by JP Nix. Nix picks it up, dumps it back into the zone. It goes around to the near side. Ottengård is there to stop it. Goes past him up to Hayden Shivers. Shivers dumps it back down to Ottengård. Ottengård's got some room. He steps it on the goal. He centers it and the Kingery just can't get a stick on it. Chipped out to Abergo. Abergo on the blue. Gets up to Hayden Shivers. Shivers dumps it back in. Hawks now clear the zone, come back in. Mackin picks it up behind the net. Ottengård is there. He pokes it away from him, fighting for it in the corner. Now Scott's trying to poke it away from Mackin. Mackin carries it up the near side. Mackin streaking up the ice. He's got some speed. Tries to step through Kingery, but it goes off the skate. Picked up by Abergo. He's got it on the red, jumps it into the Hawks zone. Off of Hayden Shivers' skates. Shivers picks it up and passes out. Back to Richard Abergo. Passes out through Ottengård's skates. Up to Mark Abergo. Abergo steps into the zone. He loses it to Van den Bosch. Van den Bosch across, and Matthew Van den Bosch almost has the one-timer. Squires up to Ottengård. Ottengård across to Kingery. Kingery steps in. He splits the D. He's got some room, but it's knocked away by Mackin. Mackin on the near side. Passes up to Matthew Van den Bosch. Van den Bosch is knocked down to the ice by Plum. Picked up by Nix. Nix dumps it in. Goes over to LaFlame, the goaltender. Mackin carries it around the far side. Stops, wheels around for some more time. Tries to pass it out, but now it's right in the middle, and LaFlame will come down and freeze play. Two more of our sponsors tonight, the Brad's Rifle Company and Alaska Metal Building Erectors. If you're interested in sponsoring the broadcast, email us at HoustonHawksHockey@gmail.com or see Isaac's phone or Lisa Humphreys for more details. Squires taking the face off, joined by Plum and Rogers. Now he wins it back. In the middle of Squires. He fires one that's off of Mackin's skates. Collected right in front. Rogers shoots. It goes over LaFlame. Now LaFlame catches it in the glove and freezes play. That was a great play as it bounced off of the skate of LaFlame straight into the air. Almost went right over him, boys.
Oh yeah, that would have been good. Would have tied it up.
Uses the glove to freeze it. Now they'll have a face-off from the same position. Squires loses it back. It's picked up by Chaitov. Chaitov behind his own net to the near side, chips it past Plum. Up to Beals. Beals carries the puck up. It goes to Andrew Van den Bosch. Van den Bosch coming in on Caitlin Norton to the far side. He fires the shot that's knocked away by Norton. In the far corner, Rogers and Beals fight for it. Now Rogers leaves it for Squires. Squires behind his own net. Chips it over to Noah Plum. Plum centers it. Goes over to Rogers. Off the skate back into the zone. Humphreys picks it up on the top of the circle and flips it out to Rogers. Rogers over to Squires. Squires tries to kick the pass. It's in his skates now. Rogers pokes it through. Now Rogers has the puck with Plum on the back door. He fires a shot that's knocked away by LaFlame. Mackin on the far side, fighting with Rogers. It goes back to Plum. Plum is knocked off the puck by Andrew Van den Bosch. Now Riley Scott's in the zone in the far corner. Fighting for it there on the goal line. He leaves it up for Plum. Plum and Scott fighting for it in the near side corner. He's got it behind the net. Scott picks it up. He's got it and then knocked down behind the net by Van den Bosch. Van den Bosch up the far side. Chips it out to Owen Wilson. It's in his skates as Scott pokes it away. Scott with the puck on the red. He dumps it into the zone. Now Ottengård will go on the forecheck. Chaitov picks it up. Knocked down by Ottengård. Ottengård fighting for it in the corner. Now we're going to have a penalty on Bartlett as Ottengård was knocked down. It's going to be a kneeing penalty. on number 8, Bradley Mackin. A timely penalty for the Hawks. This puts him on the power play, and that mean penalty on Mackin not only assures that the Hawks will be on the power play here for at least 2 minutes, but also that their best defenseman off the ice. This is the chance that the Hawks need to tie it up. Scott taking the face-off. Wins it back to Ottengana. Picked up by Abergo. Wheel behind his net. Fighting for his Ottengana. Abergo wins the battle. Carries it up the near side. And ices it down the ice. Goes into the near side corner. Smolden stops it and is picked up by Nix. Nix with the puck behind his net. Up the near side. Passes up to Ottengana. Ottengana with the puck. Leaves it for Scott. Scott now with the puck. Tries to poke it up past Abergo. Doesn't quite make it. Henry collects on the blue. He steps into the zone. It's in the skates. Henry fighting for it in the far side corner. Picked up by Riley Scott. Scott centers it, but there's no one there. Now Hayden Shivers will pick it up on the near side point. Shivers dumps it into the zone. It goes behind the net. Henry's there. Picks it up in the far side corner up to Squires. Squires tries to step past Matthew Vandenbos. Picked back up by Kingery. Kingery in the corner with it. Fighting for it. Leaves it to Squires. Now it's dumped out by Bartlett down the ice. 1 minute remaining in the power play. Nix to pick it up. He's got it behind his own net. Waiting with it there. Eventually passes up to Rogers, but it's past his stick. No icing on the play. They're going to say that he got touched up. In the far corner, picked up by Chainsmokers. Chainsmokers loses it to Rogers. Picked up by Squires now. Squires is back to Rogers. To the middle, but there's no one there. Now Hayden Shivers has it right in the slot. He fires a shot, knocked away by the play. Back to Squires. Squires can't get a stick on it. On the far corner is Squires. He passes up to JP Nix. Nix on the point. He fires a shot. Knocked away by the defense. Rogers fighting for it with Beals. It's dumped around. It goes past Plum to Hayden Shivers. Shivers back down to Plum. Past his skates, picked up by Abergo. Abergo behind the net. Plum fighting for it with him. He's got it there. Plum ends up with the puck. He fires one on net. Now back to Scott, but he can't put it on net. He had a wide open net, but he misses it wide. And now Shivers will just keep it in the zone. Shivers loses it in the middle and dumps it back into the zone. Hawks will clear and go back on the attack. Only 8 seconds remaining in Mackin's penalty. Dumped down the ice. And it's picked up by Humphreys. Mackin's out of the box. The Hawks, or the Bears are full strength. Humphreys steps through into the zone. Picked up by Humphreys on the far side. In his skates. He's got it behind the net. Abergo's there to fight him off. Humphreys on the near side corner in his skates. Centers it, but there's no one there. Now Kingery will collect on the far point. Kingery fires one. That's knocked away by the defense and picked up by Vandenbos. Vandenbos coming back down the ice. Uses it to Norton. Norton tries to chip it up, and now Mackin collects and heads across the red. Mackin to the middle. He fires a shot on Smolden that Smolden knocks away. To Kingery. Kingery back behind it to Andrew Vandenbos. Vandenbos centers it, but there's no one there. Kingery flips it out and down the ice. Ottengana coming down the ice on Mackin. Mackin passes up into the neutral zone. Vandenbos is there. He leaves it, but now picked up by Squires. Squires into the zone. Squires on the hash. Wheels it around. He's got some room. Knocked off the play. Now he's got it behind the net. Up the far side. Plum is there. He levels the player. Now it's poked out by Vandenbos. Vandenbos streaking down the ice. Battling his Humphreys on the back check. Sent it over to Wilson, but Wilson loses it off the stick. Wilson dumps it back into the zone and behind the net. Plum's there to pick it up. He's got it on the backhand. Steps it out into the neutral zone. Dumped back by Bartlett to Humphreys. Humphreys to the middle. Picked up by Noah Plum. Plum dumps it down into the far corner. Goes behind the net. Lead Mackin will pick it up. Up to Wilson. Wilson passes out of the zone, but it's stopped by Kingery. Kingery on the red. To Abergo, dumped in by Bartlett. Norton's there. He passes up to Kingery. Kingery has the puck on the red. He passes to Ottengana. Ottengana into the zone. He's got Scott back to him. Ottengana passes to Scott. Right in front of Scott. Fires one. It's wide of the net. Wilson on the hash. Knocked into the boards by Ottengana. JP Nix will collect on the red off the dump. Now step back into the zone. Nix moving on the hash mark. Now picked up by Ottengana. Left for Kingery. Kingery on the near side. He fires one that doesn't make contact with the net. Ottengana passes up to Riley Scott. Scott's got some room. He passes over to Kingery, and Kingery can't finish the one-timer. Pass to the middle, but there's no one there. Now Bartlett ices it down. Stopped by Smolden. No icing on the play. Now Hayden Shivers will come in as the Hawks get a change. Hayden Shivers behind his own net. 4:10 remaining in the second period. Shivers passes up to Rogers. Goes past his stick. Knocked down into the zone. JP Nix picks it up on the near side. Nix has it. He's knocked down to the ice by Beals. Hayden Shivers sends it down the ice. Jumps over the stick of Mackin. And across the goal line. Behind the net, Chainsmokers is there. Noah Plum knocks him off the puck. Now picked back up by Chainsmokers. Into the center ice. Knocked down by Plum, and now Rogers has a 1-0 with the goalie. Rogers steps to the lane, fires right in the net. Now he has a back door, but he just misses it. Rogers still in the corner with the puck. Knocked away. Now Vandenbos picks it up. In the middle is Mackin. Mackin wheels past Nix. And he's coming in on Shivers. He makes it past him too. Comes in on Smolden. And he scores. One rush is all it took for Bartlett to get back up by 2. Hawks had a lot of opportunities in the last 6 minutes, almost non-stop play, but they could not finish on any of them, boys, and that's the difference right now.
If Riley Scott or Kai Kingery could have finished,
all of them had great backdoor opportunities, great chances in front, but just missed opportunities. Hawks are killing the Bears in scoring opportunities right now, but the Bears are finishing on them. It's, you know, it's not a LaFlame's doing his job, but the Hawks are really helping him out by missing these backdoor chances, and it's killing him right now. 3:23 left. Scott wins the faceoff to Ottengana. Ottengana tries to dump it in, he gets back to Humphries. Humphries dumps it in the zone. Gets back out. Now it's offsides while the neutral zone faceoff. Hawks were kind of caught flat-footed there off the rush from Mackin. He wheeled past Nix. Nix trying to skate backwards, can't keep up with him, and then he gets past Shivers, steps to the far side, and slips one on Smolden. Smolden tried to beat splits to stop it, just couldn't quite make it. Now Hawks win the face-off, Humphries dumps it in. LaFlame moves it back. We're going to have a stoppage in play here. Lance Dickey lost sight of the puck, so we'll have a offensive zone face-off for the Hawks. Scott out there. Hawks really need a goal here before the period comes to an end. They're down by 2, 3:08 left in the second. Scott to take the face-off. In the skates, back to Mackin. Mackin sends it into Ottengana's legs. Ottengana to Rogers. Rogers in his skates now fighting for him. He goes back to Andrew Vandenbos. Vandenbos passes out to Wilson. Back to Norton now on the red. Norton to Kingery. Kingery dumps it in. Now Riley Scott moving in on the forecheck. It's flipped across to Mackin. Mackin passes out and down the ice. It's going to go on net. Smolden kicks it to the side. Norton picks it up behind the net. Norton passes out to Kingery. Kingery on the boards, passes to the middle. Now Humphries has a chance for a rush here. He steps across the red, across the blue, fires a shot, and LaFlame makes the save. Rebound knocked away by the defense. Ottengana picks it up and centers. He's got Squires right in front. Squires fires one that's off a skate. Squires behind the net. Knocked away by Mackin, picked up by Ottengana on the other side. He's not doing the boards there. Mackin picks it up off a skate. Goes past Nixon down the ice. Should have an icing call, and he will. 2:10 remaining in the second period. Hawks still down by 2. We'll have another offensive zone faceoff. What are your impressions of the second period, boys?
I think there's a lot of tension on the ice. 30 Beals on Bartlett has definitely had a confrontation with Reed Humphries over here on the blue line.
Bartlett wins it back. Mackin flips it out. Nick stops on the point. Gets chipped back to the hash marks. We're going to have a hand pass on JP Nix. That'll take it out of this zone. Hawks have really dominated play this period, but they've only got 1 goal to show for it. Definitely looking for another heading into the second. It'd be, you know, obviously way better heading into this third period, down by 1 instead of down by 2. 1 to the side, picked up by Nix, sent around to the far side. Rogers is there on the hash marks. He's got it. He passes off the skates to Matthew Vandenbos. Aiden Shivers is there, chips it out to Rogers. Rogers carries it at the hash. Passes over to Noah Plum. Plum picks it up and carries it across the red. Noah Plum fighting for it. Now back to Nix. It's chipped past. Abigo into the zone, picked up by Hayden Shivers. Hayden Shivers passes to Rogers. Rogers loses it in his skates and stumped back in by Bartlett. Hayden Shivers back to Rogers. Rogers up to Squires. Squires carries it to the middle. He's knocked down on the play, back to Nix. Nix picks it up on the red. He's got some room here. Carries it in, but it's knocked away by Mackin. Now Hayden Shivers picks it up on the red and wheels around for some time. On the blue is Shivers. He passes up, intercepted by Vandenbos. Now Squires picks it up and dumps it in. Icing on the play, didn't quite make it across the red. Other D-zone face-off for the Hawks. Hawks sending out Norton and Humphries with Scott, Kingery, and Ottengana on forward. Riley Scott will take the face-off against Andrew Vandenbos. He'll win it back to Humphries. Humphries stops, carries it up the far side. Up to Kingery. Kingery pokes it to the middle. Ottengana's there. He almost pokes it past Mackin and gets back to Scott. Ottengana stays just on side with a nice split. Now Scott carries it up the far side into the corner. Scott leaves it behind the net, fighting against Mackin for it. Mackin ends up with the puck. Now he trips over it, but Fields collects on his own blue. Fields passes across to Andrew Vandenbos. Vandenbos carries it across on a 3-on-2. Fired in off of Norton. Humphries on the far side. Knocks Fields off the puck. Flips it out. Scott to Ottengana. Ottengana across to Kingery. Kingery's got some room here. Kingery steps into the zone. Steps to the middle, but it's knocked away by Chainsmokers. Picked up by Humphries. Humphries steps to the middle. He's got to Ottengana, but Ottengana gets his stick lifted. Now they lose it to Scott. Scott fires one. Humphries, and Humphries misses wide. Fields passes out. It jumps over Kingery's stick and down the ice. 23 seconds remaining in the period. JP Nix is there behind his own net. He doesn't have much time to start a rush. Nix passes up to Squires. Squires loses it. Bartlett chips it back in. Nix passes up to Squires. It's in their skates. Squires picks it up to Humphries. Humphries steps into the zone. Steps to the middle. He fires a shot. And it's right into LaFlame's chest. We'll have to stop it. Again, boys, he missed opportunities.
Yeah, there was like 3, 4.
You know, it's killer. It's killer. You gotta have those. You're down by 2, and you're just missing it wide. Get your head up. Make sure you got that shot, and you know, really finish. You know, time to bear down. It's, you know, do or die. Starting to get do or die. One back by Bartlett. In the corner is Mackin. He'll just freeze it there. And time will expire. Stay tuned. We'll have your second intermission stats. Then we'll drop the puck for the third. Thieves and Hockey live broadcast. Live from the Nard Sports Complex. The Hawks 1, the Golden Bears 3.
Body pain and glow. Where do trends go when you're numb? When everybody wants to be somebody, they all care. And everybody wants to know themselves, but we're too scared. We're still figuring out. We're still figuring out.
Hockey live broadcast game between the Hawks and the Golden Bears. Hawks trail by a score of 3-1 right now, heading into the third period. Let's look at our stats. For the Hawks, they had 16 shots on goaltender Hayden LaFlame of the Bears. LaFlame coming up with 15 saves. You know, solid performance from him tonight. Hawks had a lot more shots that missed the net, and those missed opportunities are what is killing them right now. 7 or 8 chances, boys.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're seeing, but that's my impression. Is, you know, we're not finishing on those chances, and it's killing us.
It's doing more than just killing us. It's not good for the home team.
Bears had 8 shots on Smolden. Smolden saves 7 of them. He's beat on the far side off of a breakaway from Mackin. Not much you can do there. One more penalty of the period. It was a kneeing penalty on Bradley Mackin. Hawks weren't quite able to do anything with it. 2 goals in the period. The first one came from Kai Kingery, assist to Isaiah Squires and Ottengana. The second one came from Mackin off of an assist from Chad Fields. So we're heading into the third, same situation as second, just a little bit less time now. 15 minutes to try to get back into this game. And you know, if you're the Hawks right now, you're not doing anything wrong offensively. The only thing you're doing is missing the net. It's time to bear down, find the back of the net here. You gotta start converting. We're getting the chances. We just gotta finish.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes with the start of the third period, so don't go anywhere. It's the Houston Night Hockey live broadcast, game between the Hawks and the Golden Bears.
I'd be better off if I were on my own. I try to put my finger on the moment we went wrong, but the taste turned bitter, so I pulled the trigger. Not so easy to move on, I guess I should have known. Ice cold, I freeze
Welcome back to the Houston Hockey Live broadcast game between the Hawks and the Golden Bears. Hawks trailing by a score of 3-1 right now, heading into the third period. What do you think they need to do to turn it around here?
Get better backdoor chances and score on those backdoor chances, and definitely get the passing game better and just play harder.
They got 15 minutes left to try to dig themselves out of this hole. They got to make up 2 goals and then some. Solid defense is going to be a key here.
Oh yeah.
Hawks had it down in Bartlett's zone most of the second period. Unfortunately, Bradley Mackin comes out with some speed. Both Hawks defensemen splits the needle, then goes down and scores on Smolden. We're hoping to see a bit of a stronger period here from the Hawks. They need to try to make up this deficit. Out first for the Hawks is Squires, Rogers, and Plum. They've got Norton and Humphries on defense. For Bartlett, it's Abrigo, Matthew Vandenbos, Andrew Vandenbos, Chiatoff, and Mackin. Squires taking the face-off against Andrew Vandenbos for the start of the third period. Whistle is blown, and the puck is dropped. Squires wins it back to Humphries. Humphries steps up and dumps it into the zone. Goes down, back to Chiatoff, poked away by the Hawks. Up to Plum, but it's poked past him out to Norton. Norton dumps it back in. Mackin has it in his skates. Now Plum picks it up, tries to trip the pass. Plum ends up with the puck right in front. Now Rogers pokes the pass, back to Plum, but he can't get a handle on it. Squires now with the puck behind the net, wheels around the near side. Steps back around for some time. Heads behind the net to the far side. Passes up to Caitlin Norton. Jumps over his stick out into the neutral zone. Norton's forced to dump it back in as the Hawks clear and go back on the attack. Squires moving in on Mackin. Lets him sit there. Now Mackin passes out. Humphries pokes the puck away to keep it in, but it gets back to Mackin. Mackin steps out and now it dumps it down the ice. Norton is there to dig it out of the far corner in her own zone. Steps behind the net, pass over to Plum. Plum passes out to Ottengana and goes past the stick of Beals. Now Ottengana is going to pick it up behind the net of the Bears. Ottengana is wreathed by Beals, but pops right back up. The puck gets out to the wing. Dumps back in to Ottengana. Ottengana knocks Beals off Chiatoff off the puck. And now Bartlett has it, and they're coming back up the near side. Stopped by Plum. Out into the neutral zone, picked up by Humphries. Humphries with the puck, flips it out, goes back to Bradley Mackin. Mackin out to Abrigo. Abrigo pokes it to Andrew Vandenbos. Vandenbos comes into the zone on the far side. He fires one that's wide of the net. On the near side now, Humphries going against Beals. He pokes it out. Goes past Kingery and Ottengana back to the defense. Across to Mackin. Mackin steps into the zone offsides as Beals couldn't quite clear. We'll have a stoppage in play. Neutral zone face-off now. Scott, Ottengana, and Kingery out there for the Hawks. Not a bad start, I don't know, Boise.
No, it's pretty good for starting off in the third period down 2.
Scott loses it back to Abrigo, who dumps it into the corner. Picked up by Nix. Nix wheels around the net. Passes up to Kingery. Kingery with the puck, loses it back to Abrigo, who dumps it in. To Hayden Shivers. Shivers sends it out down to the ice. It'll go down into the corner, and we're going to have an icing on the play. Hawks change up their lines here. Shivers and Nick still out there on D. They'll have another D-zone face-off now. Hawks need to get one quick here. They're going to find themselves in a load of trouble late in the game. Squires taking the face-off against Vandenbos. Squires wins it back. Nice face-off win to Hayden Shivers. Shivers trips it around the far side. Goes up to Mackin on the point. Mackin fires one that's wide of the net. Now Rogers will pick it up on the hash. Pass to the middle to Squires. Squires steps out in the neutral zone. He gets past Abrigo. He's going against Mackin. He wheels it through his stick. He's got it on the far side, but he just can't quite get a handle on it. On the hash marks now. Poked around the net to Plum. Plum on the far side. Chipped away from him. Now it's in his skates to Squires. Squires passes out to Nix. Nix on the point. Fires one. And the Flame knocks it away. Beals and Plum going for the puck. Beals wins it back to Abrigo. To Vandenbos. Back down into the corner. Scott going on the forecheck against Abrigo. Abrigo pokes it out, stopped by Plum. Plum to Scott. Scott has the puck on the top of the circle. He wheels around the top. Poke back to Nix, but Nix just keeps it in. Centering attempt on LaFlame. Now it's right back door, but Mackin's the first one there. He gets it out of the way.
Up to Wilson. Wilson passes down to Shivers. Shivers will dump it right back. To Scott on the blue. Scott dumps it into the zone. Kingery going on the forecheck against Abrigo. Abrigo passes around to Mackin. Goes up the near side boards. Mackin has it now. He steps up the near side. Passes to the middle. To Matthew Vandenbos. Vandenbos dumps it into Nix. We're going to have a penalty. It's going to be on... looks like it's going to be on the Hawks.
Yeah, it's on Houston.
It's going to be a high sticking penalty on number 88, Aiden Ottengana, and not a timely penalty here. Hawks are down by 2. They'll have to kill off a penalty here from the Bears. Scott, Kingery, Shivers, and Nix out there to kill it off. And Hawks taking the face off against Scott. Scott loses it back, but he loses that Chayakov and out of the zone. Down the ice, Chayakov picks it up at the top of his own circle. Holds it, passes up to Vandenbos. Vandenbos wheels around, passes up to Matthew Vandenbos. He carries it into the zone. Nix picks it up behind the net. Goes in, loses it back to Vandenbos. Behind the net is Shivers. Shivers picks it up, tries to dump it out. It goes past Chayakov out of the zone. Kingery now heading down. He's joined by Isaiah Squires. Kingery waits for Chayakov to go behind in front of the net. Now he picks it up in the slot off a weird deflection by the D. Kingery still has it. Tries to step through Mackin, doesn't quite make it. Mackin steps behind the net, wheels up the far side. Squires going up against Mackin. Squires then Kingery poke it away. Now, clearly offsides, but the refs don't catch it. It goes back down the ice as the Hawks ice it. No harm, no foul. Stopped behind the net by LaFlame. He leaves it, but Squires is rushing in against Chayakov. Squires and Chayakov fighting for it on the other side. One by Chayakov up the ice. Moves up now across the red. Across the blue. And Abrigo is going to be offsides. Off stoppage of play. Humphreys, Norton, Rogers, and Squires going out there to kill. Taking the face off of Andrew Vandenbos. We've got Beals and Abrigo on the wings. Squires pokes it through the legs of Vandenbos. Collected by Bartlett, dumped back into the zone. It goes behind the net. Norton's there to pick it up. She's got it behind her own net, chips it up to Humphreys. Humphreys picks it up in his own zone. Tries to send it out off the skates of Mackin. Squires pokes it through. In his skates, but it's dumped back in by Bartlett. Norton will pick it up on the near side. She's got it in the corner. Goes behind her own net. Now she'll send it down the ice. And it'll go through Mackin. 23 seconds remaining in the kill. Kingery and Rogers out there killing now. Mackin behind his own net. Waiting. Holds it. Now he moves up the near side. Pass out to Abrigo. Abrigo with the puck. Has the Beals in the middle. Beals steps into the zone. Fires one. That goes wide of the net. Vandenbos on the near side on the hash. Chips it down. Picked up by Humphreys. Humphreys sends it around the far side. Goes out of the zone. Ottengana's out of the box. And Houston full strength. 10 minutes left in the third period. Hawks still down by 2. Mackin behind his own net with Rogers out there forechecking. Mackin holds it. Moves up the ice now. Passed up. Bartlett breaks it out into the neutral zone. Stopped by Ottengana. Ottengana carries it back in. He's got Kingery on the back door. Ottengana centers. Mackin pokes it away. Humphreys picks it up, but it's knocked away by Chayakov. Beals on the near side. Passes out into the neutral zone. Kingery across the blue. Steps down into the zone. Leaves it back for Riley Scott. Scott steps down into the corner. He's got some room. Back to Kingery. Kingery picks it up. Carries it around to the slot. He fires a shot. Deflected away. Behind the net now. Vandenbos and Ottengana fighting for it. Ottengana's knocked down on the play. Moves up the near side. Humphreys stops it on the point and fires one that's way over the net. Nix comes in on Beals as it's iced down. We have an icing on the play and a stoppage. 9:03 left in the third period. Boys, what are you thinking of this last 6 minutes here in the third?
Well, we've definitely need to get our defense going a little more and keep it into the zone a little more. We've had a couple chances with 2-on-3.
Mackin wheels behind his own net, passes up the ice. Goes into the skates of Matthew Vandenbos, chips it to Andrew Vandenbos, dumped in on Smolden. Smolden kicks it to the side. Now Hayden Shivers picks it up and passes out to Squires. Squires tries to step past Mackin, it's poked away. Back down to Shivers. Hayden Shivers picks it up, steps to the middle. Over the stick of Wilson, picked up by Squires and chipped out. In the middle now, overskates it a bit. And Chaitoff comes back the other way. Smolden stops it in the glove. He'll freeze it there for a stoppage in play.
Plus, Isaac, we really aren't capitalizing on any of the shooting opportunities that we get when we do have the chance to shoot the puck.
You know, the Hawks are hanging with them here, but they don't need to be hanging with them. They need to be dominating right now. Down by 2 goals, almost halfway through the third. One back, Mackin fires one that's off the skate of Kai Kingery. Kingery in the corner, ships it back behind the net. Picked up by Hayden Shivers. Shivers brings it around, but Mackin will collect on the point. Mackin dumps it back in. Nix is there, he stops it. He passes out to Kingery. Kingery with the puck on the hash mark. Moves it to the middle. Now Vandenbosch has it right in the slot. Leaves it back to the middle. A shot. Knocked away by the defense. Now it's in the skates, right in front of the slot. Kingery still fighting for it. It's in the skates to Wilson. Now Wilson tries to poke it through. Still in the skates. Knocked into the corner, finally. Nix is there. He pokes it past. Now Bartlett recollects. It got to the middle, and Scott picks it up. Scott up to Ottengana. Ottengana carries it across the red. Gets through the D. And he's knocked down on the play. Behind the net is Riley Scott. They'll have a penalty on Bartlett for interference, however, as
cross-checking
penalty. Ottengana did not have the puck. And Bartlett will go to the box for a power play for the Hawks. That's going to be Anthony Chaitoff on the cross-check on Ottengana. 7:40 remaining in the third. This is, this is a must-score opportunity, I think, boys.
Oh, yeah. We really haven't capitalized on the penalty kill, or power play, actually.
Squires, Rogers, Plum, Humphreys, and Norton out there on the power play. Bartlett sends out their killers. Face off the offensive zone. Squires wins it back to Norton. Norton fires one, and LaFlame knocks it to the side. Now Rogers and Squires going in on Mackin to try to knock it away. Mackin picks it up and sends it down the ice. Smolden will have to stop it. Now kicks it out to Humphreys. Humphreys picks it up and wheels behind the net. Humphreys moving up the ice now with some speed. Carries it across his own blue. Now he's across the red. Into Bartlett's zone. Into the corner now. Still has the puck. Wheels around. Still holding on to it. Passes up to Isaiah Squires. Squires fires one. On net, but it goes wide. Now Plum picks it up. To the middle. Pokes it up to Humphreys. Humphreys on the point. Steps around Abrigo. Steps down in the corner. He's still got the puck on the goal line. Steps around to the far side. Tries to center. To Plum. Plum can't get a stick on it. Now Andrew Vandenbosch picks it up and sends it down the ice. Squires stops it. Behind the net. Picks it up. Moves back the other way. 109 remaining in the power play. Squires up to Plum. Plum to the middle. Back to Squires. Squires at the red. Dumps it into the zone as the Hawks get a change. Plum's still out there, however. He'll move behind the net. Bartlett passes up. Humphrey stops on the point. Humphrey fires a shot on LaFlame. Rebound right in front. They're fighting for it. LaFlame gets the cover on it to stop play. Great night tonight for LaFlame. Only 1 goal so far. Hawks have been shelling him all night. He's remained solid in net.
Oh, yeah. Rito has been hustling this whole game.
Yeah, Rito's been a huge presence out there for the Hawks. Some of the guys out there looking slow, not Reed. He's playing twice as hard as he normally would.
Yeah.
Riley Scott wins the faceoff to Kingery. Kingery fires one on net, but it's knocked away. Now Kingery picks it up behind the net. Wheels it around the far side. Pass up to Hayden Shivers, but Shivers can't get a stick on it. It goes down the ice. Smolden stops the puck. Passes up to Shivers. Shivers has got 38 seconds left on the clock. He passes up to Ottengana. Ottengana up into the skates of Riley Scott. Goes against the boards, now Scott picks it up. Hawks have some time here. Now Scott picks it up, but it's intercepted by Abrigo. He dumps it into the Hawks zone. Smolden will freeze the puck there. We'll have to stop it. Only 24 seconds remain in the Hawks power play. Just another case of not being able to convert, boys.
Oh, yeah.
And this is, it was one of our key points earlier is making sure we're converting on those power plays. Hawks have not been able to do it tonight. They've had plenty of chances. Lots of power plays this game for the Hawks, but haven't been able to convert. One back by the Hawks, picked up by Kingery. Kingery in the neutral zone. Wheels it into the zone, dumps it down. Ottengana will be the first one in there. He picks it up on the far side. Ottengana passes up to Reed Humphreys. Humphreys on the point, steps through a player. Now he's got it on the top of the circle. Steps to the middle. He's got a guy back door, but it's knocked into the air and away. Then Hayden Shivers skates. He's forced to dump it back down into the zone. Kingery will pick it up behind the net. Pass, knocked away by the skate of Abrigo. Kingery still fighting for it. Now Abrigo gets it up to Reed Humphreys on the point. Humphreys steps down past the Kingery. Kingery fires one, and LaFlame makes another save. 5:29 in the third. Hawks still down by 2. And it looks like Coach Stiers is going to call a timeout.
We'll also take a break for a bit. The Hawks are going to regroup here with 5.5 minutes left in the third. It's the Houston High Hockey live broadcast. Hawks 1, Bears 3.
Back from the bottom, straight to the top. Roll that sucker till the wheels break off. I don't mind a do-si-do. Drop you like a rock and leave you comatose. Preach from the up and I cut from the tip. Split your big lip, then I do it again. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time ago. Steady ride, steady go. Steady sheep been such a long time ago. Woo! Put on a red light. Keep the roses on the cake. Put on a red light. I can tell that you're on the break. It could be the second coming now. Where you gonna run to now? You didn't think that I could make it. I was underestimated.
Mind over matter, no matter over mind. I'm breaking barricades and borderlines. Never cautious of the warning sign. I'm out to overpower anything y'all try to undermine. A living legend on the track. Institution on the field. Natural born warrior. The Coliseum know the deal. But when I started, walls they were closing in. Underestimated, now I'm overthrowing them. Riding like the chariots of fire.
Welcome back to the Houston High Hockey live broadcast game between the Hawks and the Golden Bears of Bartlett. We've got 5:29 left in the third. Hawks are down by 2. Reed Humphreys is taking the face-off, and he wins it back. Humphreys picks it up. Now he wheels back around. I don't know, boys. Looks like Humphreys could be moving to offense here.
He might be. He might move like a JP.
Passed up, now picked up by Abergo. Humphreys on the back check, sent back to Nix. Nix picks it up on his own blue. Nix holds it, passes up to Kingery off the skate down the ice. Goes behind the net now. Ottengana's heading in on the far side to try to pin the puck to the boards. He ends up with it in the corner. He's got some room. Carries it around behind the far side. Centers it right in front, but there's no Hawks player there. Abergo picks it up, heads down the other way. Across the red. Flips it down into the zone. Smolden catches it with the glove and freezes it for a stoppage. 4:53 left in the third period. And it does look like Reed Humphreys is moving up the forward here. I got to say, I totally agree with this call by Coach Stiers.
Yeah, Reed has been playing non-stop.
He's been playing all night.
Yeah.
He's one of the best offensive players we got, best face-off taker, and he just won another one. Puck up at the point for Bartlett. They dump it back in. Stopped by Abergo. Humphreys picks it up now, carries it across the red. Whiffs on the pass. Abergo picks it up, dumps it back in. Caitlin Norton out there with Hayden Shivers now. Norton will pick it up, carry it behind to the near side. Norton passes up off the boards. It goes out to Cheatov. He dumps it back into the Hawks zone. Into the far corner. Hayden Shivers will pick it up there and step behind his own net. 4:27 left in the third. Hayden Shivers tries to flip it out into the neutral zone. Ottengana picks it up on the far side. He's got it across the red and he dumps it in. Goes behind the net now. Ty Kingery going against Cheatov. Kingery fighting for it in the corner. He ends up with the puck. Tries to step to the middle, but Cheatov pokes it away. Now the Bartlett Bears go the other way as they dump it down into the Hawks zone. Kick to the side by Smolden, back to JP Nix. Nix picks it up. He's got it and passes out to Rogers into the neutral zone. Now Humphreys is fighting for it, but it gets poked back in. Deals with the puck. Nix knocks him down to the ice. Now it's poked out to the neutral zone. Squires picks it up. Squires fighting for it on the red with Abergo. Tried to poke through to Scott. Riley Scott passes to Blake Rogers, but it's poked away from him. Now Scott coming up the near side against Mackin. Mackin stops, tries to dump it in, but Rogers stops it on the blue. Dumped out and down the ice. Chaitov's there, he can't quite get a handle on it. Now he'll try to pass it out. He flips it up into the neutral zone. Beals is there to catch it and sends it down the ice. Off the glove of Hayden Shivers to wave off the icing. Now Shivers will pick it up in the near corner. He passes out to Squires. Squires picks it up, passes to Scott. Scott flips it to the neutral zone. Kingery pokes it through. Now he has a chance to beat Cheatov. He carries it down into the corner. Centers it. There's no one there. Kingery still fighting for it in the corner as Vandenbos picks it up and sends it down the ice. No icing as Shivers touches it up. Only 3 minutes left in the third period. Smolden comes out and leaves it for Shivers. Hayden Shivers picks it up in the corner. He passes it out, but it's stopped on the point by Wilson. Wilson fires one and Smolden makes the glove save. Now it's sent away by the defense. Kingery picks it up behind the net. He's got it in the corner. He passes out and down the ice. That's going to be an icing. You know, if this is the NHL, That one's getting waved off as Rito's first one into the zone. Unfortunately, this is high school and no one can get a stick on it, so we have an icing. 2:42 left, Hawks still down by 2. Humphreys will take the face-off. He's out there with Kingery and Ottengana. Humphreys wins it back. Nix sends it around the far side. Ottengana's there. Gets past him though. Now he pokes it out, but Mackin sends it back in. JP Nix. He'll pick it up on the half. Pass to Kingery. Kingery back to Nix. Nix has got the puck on his stick and passes up to Humphreys. Humphreys tries to poke it in. He makes it into the zone. It wheels past Vandenbos. Out to Ottengana. Ottengana kicks it in. Now the puck's loose in front of the net. And looks like play is going to be blown dead. We'll have a stoppage. 2:18 left in the third. Offensive zone face-off for the Hawks. Reed Humphreys taking it. He's got Nixon Norton on the points. Smolden partway out of his net now. They're thinking about pulling him. Face-off is 1 to Laflame, freeze it. 2:15 left. Smolden at his own hash marks, looking to come out of the net for the extra attacker. Humphreys taking the face-off. Loses it back. Mackin has it. Sends it into the skates of Abrigo. Abrigo sends it out of the zone. Nix will dump it back in. Now Mackin picks it up. Passes out to Abrigo. Abrigo in the neutral ice. Steps into the blue line, flips it down on Smolden. Smolden stops it with the glove. He'll freeze it there. 1:58 remaining in the third. Rogers, Scott, and Squires coming out for the Hawks. Scott's going to take the face-off. They got Nixon Norton on defense. 1 minute, 58 seconds left. Scott loses it back to Chayatov. Kicked into the far corner. Rogers coming in to play the puck. He's knocked into the boards by Beals. Rogers still in his skates now. He's got the puck on the half. Has it on his stick. Passes out to Scott. Scott in his skates, pokes back. Rogers passes up to Squires. Squires dumps it into the zone. Hawks go on the forecheck. Norton will get a change here. Hayden Shivers comes out. Smolden at the top of the circle here, waiting for coach's signal. Bartlett coming back the other way now. And the boss dumps it into the zone. 1:26 remaining in the third period. Nix behind the net. He's got it. Pokes it up. Stopped by Abrigo. Squires picks it up. Now he has it on the goal line. Moves up the ice. Pass up to Rogers. Rogers has it on the red. Carries into the zone as Squires gets a change. Out comes Humphreys. Rogers fires one that's smothered by Laflame. Only 1 minute and 6 seconds left in the period. Smolden coming out to the top of the circle here. And now he's coming all the way to the bench. Extra attacker is on. It's Isaiah Squires. Squires, Kingery, Humphreys, Ottengana, Shivers, and Nix out there for the Hawks. And now the Bartlett Bears look like they're going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well when we come back. We'll have the rest of the third period. 1:08 left in the third. Hawks trailing by 2. It's the Houston Iron Hockey live broadcast. Live from the Menard Sports Center. Welcome back to the Houston Iron Hockey live broadcast. Game between the Hawks and the Golden Bears. 1:06 left in the third. Hawks trail by 2. Net is empty. Top 6 skaters out there. We'll see what happens. Humphreys wins it to Squires. Squires pokes it up to Shivers, and Shivers tries to dump it back in. He gets it down to Squires on the half. Squires up to Humphreys. In his skates. Now Abrigo gets it and sends it down the ice. It's going to go all the way down, and we're going to have an icing. The Hawks will have another offensive zone face-off here. 52 seconds left. Hawks have kind of been nickeled and dimed here last in the 3-minute, boys. I don't know if you're seeing it. Just a lot of quick stoppages in play. They're not really able to get it set up and, you know, like get it working down low, which is what they need. It's what they were doing in the second period. They just weren't able to capitalize.
Oh, yeah.
Humphreys taking the face-off, pokes it through the legs into the corner. Humphreys kicks it up behind the net. Wheels around the far side. He gets poked out to Vandeboss. Now he fires one down the ice. It's going to go just shy of the net. Squires will pick it up, but there'll be an icing. So we're going to have an offensive zone face-off.
If we had the opportunities like we did in the second period, it would be a lot better. I think we would have capitalized on more if we were to keep our heads up and make sure that everything went all right.
Poke down the ice. It could be on net. JP Nix is just gonna make it to stop it from going in.
And dislocates it.
Nix has to hustle down the ice and dives out to stop that puck from going in. Great play by Nix. Unfortunately, it's going to result in a defensive zone faceoff. Smolden will return to the net. Hawks will have to put 5 skaters out there. 32 seconds left. Hawks need one extremely quick here if they have any chance of winning, or at least tying this game. Humphreys taking the faceoff. Got Ottengana and Kingery with him. Smolden will remain in his net until the Hawks get possession. Humphreys wins it back. In his skates, a poke back to Shivers. Shivers with the puck, comes up the ice. Passes to the middle. In the skates, now picked up by Abrigo. Tries to pass down to the slot. Smolden has to make the cover. And now we'll have another D-zone face-off. 21 seconds left. Another D-zone face-off for the Hawks.
Looks like number 33, Beals, was trying to get to the Josh Smolden. I don't know.
Humphreys taking the face-off in the D-zone. He wins it to the side. Abrigo pokes it to the middle. Now Ottengana has it in the neutral zone. He pokes it up to Kingery. Kingery chips it over. There's Chayatov to pick it up. And now he dumps it down the ice. As Smolden leaves the net. Goes for the icing. 9.2 seconds left. Tie looking pretty slim right now. Hawks still might be able to get a quick goal. They are sending Smolden back to the net. They're going to play 5 skaters and finish out the game here. 5-on-5. 9.2 seconds left in the third period. Humphreys will take the face-off for the Hawks. Humphreys to the side. It's dumped down the ice. Smolden will stop it with the stick. Poke it out to the side. And time's going to expire here. That'll do it for the game. Hawks take a loss tonight to Bartlett, 3-1. Stay tuned, we'll have your final stats for the game. Your 3 stars and, of course, announcements for our games this weekend. Been some slight time changes, so stay tuned. Tuesday Night Hockey live broadcast here from the Menard Sports Center.
Welcome back to the Houston Night Hockey Live broadcast. Hawks take a loss tonight to the Bartlett Golden Bears. We took over our final stats for the game. The Hawks had 34 shots on goaltender Hayden LaFlame. LaFlame made 33 of those saves. Hawks had a lot more shots. Unfortunately, they could not connect to the net, and that was one of the things that killed us tonight.
Oh yeah, it was more than just killing us. It destroyed us.
For the Bears, they had 27 shots on Josh Smolden. Smolden comes up with 24 of the saves. Not his worst night. I think he gets beat on a bad turnover in front of the net. You know, I'm not going to give him too much flack for that one. A little bit of a soft one in the first. He's still kind of figuring things out. You know, it's a kind of a weird game. Everyone's a little bit sick right now. He gets beat on the breakaway in the third period. You know, not a bad game for Smolden. Not his best, obviously.
No.
But, you know, it's just one of those, there's a lot of things that went wrong for the Hawks tonight. You know, obviously they're missing Shivers and Zweifel with long-term injuries. They're also missing Riley Bolander out sick, Gillespie out sick. Scott doesn't make it till halfway through the first. You know, you're missing a lot of your upperclassmen, your seniors, your top players, and that's going to get to you. It's going to get to you, and when you come out, you know, maybe expecting to win a game like this, a little bit cocky, a little bit flat-footed, you know, this is what happens. They proved, you know, Bartlett proved that they were, you know, they're a team that's able to hang in there. They did a great job tonight. Goaltending has a lot to do with it. They scored when they needed to. Didn't get one in the third, but, you know, they got goals when they needed to. They played tough defense. They end up with the win.
Yeah, especially us, like, being a little cocky. I know, like, in school, all of us were, like, a little cocky going up against the Bears, because especially when we beat them in Homer 4-2.
You know, and that comes back to bite you. It's something you gotta, you know, you never go into a game thinking you're gonna win. You gotta have a healthy amount of respect for your opponent, no matter how bad you think they are. Otherwise, you know, you come out flat-footed like that, that's what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Penalties. Hawks had one in the third. It was Adot and Ghana. Bears also had one in the third. They had 4 overall as a cross-check. Hawks had 4 power plays tonight, and they were 0 for 4 on the power play. What did you see out there, boys? What wasn't clicking?
When we had the opportunities to get a shot off, we didn't capitalize, and when we did get a shot off, it was way wide of the net, or it was right into the goalie's chest.
Other than that, no goals in the third period. There's 3 for the Bears, 1 for the Hawks. Let's look at our 3 stars for the game. Star number 3 is going to be Reed Humphreys. No points tonight for the Hawks. Definitely the hardest worker out there. Wouldn't you say, Liz?
He was definitely working twice as hard, maybe even 3 times as hard as every other player out there.
You know, there's a couple guys looking really good. Noah Plum had an all-right game. Ottengana and King Ray play well tonight. A lot of guys did some things right, but you know, overall performance is just a little bit lackluster. Weren't able to, you know, come out and get the win. Other than that, we'll move on to our second star of the game. That's going to be number 8 of Bartlett, Bradley Mackin. 3rd goal of the night tonight. He's a great hockey player. Always a big presence when he's out there. Rarely leaves the ice. Does a great job spearheading the Bartlett defense, as well as helping out on offense, shots from the point. You know, he had that breakaway goal.
Oh, yeah.
You know, carries it down the ice. Great night for him tonight. And first star of the game, I'm going to give it to Hayden LaFlame, goaltender for the Bears. Boyd, you told me something about his stature before the game.
He's the smallest person on the ice. Like, wow. He's like matched up with Aiden Ottengana, and it's, you know, just.
But smallest guy on the ice, but what a big performance from him tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He stood tall in net for the Bears. You know, 33 saves on 34 shots. Helped out a little bit by the Hawks, you know, wild shots there in the second and the third. But, you know, he made the first save. He wasn't giving up anything weak. Oh, yeah. The goal that went in came off of a rebound, I think. Mm-hmm. Came off a rebound. And so, you know, he's making that first save. He's doing his job. You know, that's all you can ask for. He had a great game tonight. That's why he's getting the first star. Moving into later in the week, the Hawks have 2 conference games against Delta Junction. Here at the Menard, it's going to be at 3:30 on Friday. They're going to be playing Delta 3:30 to about 5:30. Make sure you tune in for the pregame about 10 minutes before game time. Big conference game, and hopefully they can turn it around. They need a win here after taking the loss to Wasilla and now Bartlett here on tonight.
Yeah, and then we play on Saturday at 7.
Saturday as well. They're saying the game's at 7 a.m. I'm hoping that something changes, but I'm doubting it is. So for those of you who are watching from out of state, you grandparents or uncles or whatever, congratulations. You don't have to wake up at 5 o'clock like the rest of us.
Yeah.
We'll be here bright and early to do that game as well, so make sure you tune in for both of those this weekend. So for myself, Isaac Smolden, for my color guy, Connor Boytz, for the stats guys, we had a fun one tonight. We hope to see you this weekend. Have a good night.